Nintendo's new console is called the Nintendo Switch. Hey Nintendo fans and collectors, Lithium here bringing you my first impressions of this brand new console releasing in March 2017 apparently. Now, I had a lot of predictions for this console, and of course a lot of people did. I really did think they were going to combine their home and handheld different markets, and this console really excites me. I think this is a great idea for Nintendo. I also had the idea that there would be some sort of additional gimmick, which turns out to be these detachable controllers on the left and the right that you can use to then bring this console on the go and also play multiplayer with your friends, which is really neat. I feel like this console is exactly what the Wii U was trying to be, but you couldn't leave your home, which is where the Wii U failed. I think this screen looks absolutely awesome. The controls look a little bit different, I think, and I don't know when you actually share with a friend how they're going to feel, but it does have cartridges, which is another one of my predictions, especially if you're going mobile. You definitely can't have a disc rotating in that console. It won't work very well. The portable screen does come with a stand, so you can prop it up anywhere, and an audio port, which is great to see. Unlike the new Apple phone for some reason, the Joy-Con L and R controllers you can hold in each hand independently. Nintendo was clearly drawing inspiration from the Wii Remote and also the Nunchuck for this controller, and also the Pro controller on the Nintendo Wii and then the Wii U. Now, I do like the fact that the controller, you are able to buy a Pro Nintendo Switch controller as well, so you're not just stuck with that kind of awkward, bulky, bigger one. Some of the games that they showed off were interesting. This looks exactly like Mario Kart 8, however, it is also Mario Kart Double Dash. So I'm not sure if this will just be a port of Mario Kart 8 or a brand new Mario Kart game, like a greatest hits Mario Kart game or something like that. But I think they do need to have that maybe near launch to help sell the console. Throughout the trailer, they seem to be catering towards more of the hardcore and also the more adult scene for the audience. Here you see some people playing an NBA game, which is interesting. 2 players playing on a screen, 2 screens, so 4 people in total. They're holding it sideways just like the Nintendo Wii Remote. Next up, we have this individual playing at home and then taking it on the go. This is a look at the new Mario game that looks remarkably similar to Super Mario 3D World. I was really hoping they make something like Mario 64 with open worlds, but it's way too early to say one way or the other. That could have just been a tech demo, of course. But I really do believe that's going to be something like Mario 3D World. I don't think that really looks like Galaxy, but maybe I'll do a whole video about that. Here, this individual is actually sharing the 2 different controllers with her friends. They're holding them sideways. It doesn't look that comfortable, but the Wii Nunchuck was just like that. Wasn't always that comfortable, but it worked out. Now here they're actually playing, this almost looks like Major League Gaming, and they're playing Splatoon and practicing, and they're using the Nintendo Switch Pro controller, which really is interesting for me. That controller looks a lot better than pulling off the 2 sides and using it. But I believe the console will obviously be shipped with the normal screen and the 2 different detachable nunchucks, you want to call them, but they do have proper names, which I'll get to later in the video. And I think if you want to buy that new Pro controller that they're showing right there, then you actually do need to pay additional. Splatoon will obviously be on the new console. I don't think they're just going to port it over. I think they're going to make Splatoon 2. The Mario game I do expect to be at launch, which is another one of my predictions that I tweeted out. I'm really excited for this. I think this can be really successful, especially if Nintendo stops just kind of asking, will the next Metroid game or Mario game be on handheld or home console? It's going to be combined, it's going to be on both, so I think that's going to work out really well. This is the docking station for the console itself. Now I'm told that the actual system is with the tablet screen and that the dock just uses to upscale it to your television, which is interesting. So you just put in the controller into the dock, which almost looks like a toaster, I want to say. But this is pretty cool that you take out the controllers, you can play at home, and you can play on the go as well. So connecting this into your car is really interesting. I'm wondering if you have to buy that kind of connection separately or if they just rig that up for this. Now the controller does look a little bit strange and odd. It looks too plasticky for me, but it makes sense that it has to be that size for the controller for that version. And it does look really odd, this kind of hub that you have for the controller, but I think that's going to work well. I think it'll be pretty comfortable in your hand. It looks like it's big enough, and it is really modeled after the Pro controller for the Wii U. Speaking of which, there will be a Pro controller for this console. I'm happy they're not making you reuse your controllers actually from the Wii U, because I just want them to break off from the Wii and the Wii U brand entirely. The trailers showcased the consoles being paired and working together, sometimes as 2 or 4 consoles, which I'm looking forward to absolutely. I'm very excited for this console to launch, but I do need to wait and see what launch titles there will be, and can this console actually sustain game output consistently to be a success? But let me know your comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to fill that like bucket, and remember, as always, keep smiling while gaming and go collect them all.